Kicking off the show with some Static Dress Dull Blade Disguise for Peach's pick of the day. It's Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. I hope you are doing well. I love how Victor's can and bottle collection is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger here in the studio. To my left, there's a full Dr. Pepper, a full Polar Seltzer, two open seltzer cans. One of them is Polar, the other one is bubbly, and then there's like 4 different water bottles as well. Not including my hydro flask that's just water. I've become a hydro homie. I haven't had soda in quite a long time now, and I'll be continuing to do so. I'll be only drinking water. Sometimes, almond milk in a smoothie or something like that. Maybe even a nice sparkling water like what Victor has here, but nothing too crazy with the sugar or especially sucralose, as I talked about yesterday with the whole back pain that I've been experiencing. The same back pain that I got when in this moment, the Funeral Portrait and Dead and Dayseeker, they were in town. Man, my hip for some reason. And despite being hurt, I am still out and about walking. It might not be the brightest idea, but last night I completed 10,772 steps. I texted my sister. I was like, hey, I'm getting up to your level. And she goes, proud of you, Brendan. Like I'm some sort of like fat failure of a brother. Proud of you, Brendan. Here's a cookie. I'll be doing the same thing tonight, doing my walk around the green belt. If you see me, feel free to say hello. I might be in the zone listening to music. You can scream from your car driving by. Or if you see me along the trail, feel free to stop me. I might look mad or upset. I'm just in deep thought, listening to the sad tunes of Michael Bolton or whatever I'm listening to. It was all over the place last night, I can tell you that. It was there was metal first, then some rock, then some classics, then some dance, and then it was like Nine Inch Nails, Dua Lipa, then there was ELO, there was Michael Bolton, like I just mentioned. I try to keep the soundtrack different when I'm out and about exercising so I can try to change things up. Tomorrow, oh man, I'm not looking forward to that 5 a.m. workout class tomorrow, especially with how things have been here at work with trying to learn all these new things behind the scenes that we'll discuss further a little bit later on this month. Not right now, but a little bit later on, we'll talk about exactly what has changed here in the building. So there's all of that. We're currently giving away tickets to Hollywood Undead in this moment. Icy Stars, Vana, and Melrose Avenue live at the Complex October 20th. Listen for that cue to call all this week. Be color whatever we say to win those tickets. Loyal listener Cal yesterday won a pair from me. Did Victor give away a pair this morning? He probably didn't because his plate is also full. Let me check the... oh, no, he didn't. So we'll give away a pair at some point this afternoon right here on Peach's Pit Party. So this Saturday is going to be extremely busy. It is going to be Victor's birthday, so he's trying to go out of town. So as a result of that, I'll be the one doing things that he should be doing. It's like I'm Robin to his Batman. I'm Taylor Hawkins to his Dave Grohl kind of thing. I'll be working the farmers market, the Idaho Falls Farmers Market. Josh from Classy 97. He'll be there right as it opens up with our tent all set up and everything. And then I'll be getting to the farmers market around noon and staying till closing. Maybe even like 11, I think, is when I get there. 11 to 2. And we'll be collecting donations for the Snake River Animal Shelter. Where was that list that Victor had? It was like anything that's non-perishable. I should have had this pulled up here. My apologies. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Keep things non-perishable, dried food, canned food, or anything else you might think that Snake River Animal Shelter could use. Your help is greatly appreciated. And Josh from Classy 97, he'll be giving out free tickets to the 27th annual Second Chance Prom with Classy 97 at the waterfront at Snake River Landing. It'll be a night of Bridgerton, or the Royal Regency Ball. That's the official name of the theme of the entire thing. I don't know if I'm going to dress up for it, because I'm not wanting to spend the extra money on formal clothes that I'm not necessarily going to wear anywhere else. I do have this dress shirt that's absolutely massive. Like, it's massive on me. So for a normal person, it would be considered like a lab coat. Like maybe it is a lab coat and I was just pranked. Someone gave me a quote dress shirt that's a lab coat. Maybe I will wear it just to show people how big it is. Wear the bow tie instead of putting on the regular tie, because you think I would know how to tie a tie by now, but no, still don't. I might need Josh to get on a step stool, and if I can't find the bow tie, I'll have him tie a regular tie on me, and I'll record it for social media so I can post it on our socials at K-Bear 101 FM. Again, this Saturday, the Idaho Falls Farmers Market happening right there on, is it Broadway? No, Memorial Drive. On Memorial Drive. It happens every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., but Josh and I will exclusively be at that one this Saturday and then at the Second Chance Prom, which if you want to buy tickets for or if you want to learn more about it, there's a link within the apps. Just look for Second Chance Prom right there on the menu. It's Peach's Pit Party right here on K-Bear 101. I can't believe this is in the radio prep. There's this Australian lingerie designer. She runs a boutique known as, what does it say? Oh, Rat Oddity Gizzard. Is it really that? A boutique known as Rat Oddity Gizzard, which specializes in odd items, is sparking backlash with a bizarre new fashion item, women's lingerie decorated with real taxidermied rats. Rats. The boutique has stitched preserved rats onto underwear in a new line dubbed Lingerat. The pieces weren't actually meant to be worn, but they've gone viral online after being posted on social media last year. What, you're supposed to, like, show this on a mannequin in your house? Maybe that's even weirder. Just going like, hey, yeah, you see this lingerie that I'm never going to wear? Those are real rats. Okay, thanks for showing us that. We're going to leave. Some fans say they'd wear them just for shock value. Yeah, imagine you, like, I don't know. You go on a date with a girl, right? And she's like, let's be spicy. And then she comes back from her room. She's wearing the taxidermied rat lingerie. And you're like, wow, all right, I'm leaving. The company says the items are real and even sells them for about $137. Jade just walked by the studio. I could ask him if we could include this in the budget. You know, have a mannequin wearing this in the K-Bear studio. I mean, it goes along with the Ghost song that we play here quite a lot. Why not have the lingerie shoot? Neither Victor or me are going to wear that. That's for sure. I don't even want to think about that. Do I want to post a picture of it? No, just search for. Oh wait, no, this picture, this video, this screenshot that they have here of the Instagram video. It's a little. If you were to just glance at it, it looks like something else. Yeah, I definitely cannot post this on our social media pages. I see all these different articles now talking about how, like, the job market isn't necessarily all that bad, or there's a new report out there saying this could be one of the toughest summer job markets teenagers have seen in decades. 80 years, to be exact. We're talking hundreds of applicants going after jobs at ice cream shops, swimming pools, restaurants, amusement parks. The kind of jobs that used to be a teenager's first step into the workforce. Now, some businesses are getting flooded with applications for a handful of openings. And honestly, I feel for these kids. Getting that first job used to mean walking into a business, shaking somebody's hand, hoping for the best. Now it feels like you're competing against half the county, an applicant tracking system. Somehow, a guy with 3 years of experience applying for the same entry-level position. The good news is that there are still companies hiring right here in East Idaho. That's why HireEastIdaho.com exists. This week's Hire East Idaho Job of the Week is with Snake River Physical Therapy in Idaho Falls. They're looking for a physical therapist or a physical therapist assistant to join their growing outpatient orthopedic and pelvic health clinic. If you're passionate about helping people, enjoy working one-on-one with patients, want a career where you can genuinely make a difference in somebody's life, this could be a great fit. Snake River Physical Therapy offers competitive pay, flexible scheduling, attainable bonuses, a healthy work-life balance. They're looking for somebody energetic, personable, committed to helping patients reach their goals through individualized care. Pelvic health and oncology experience are preferred, but if you're licensed in Idaho and ready for your next opportunity, they want to hear from you. So if you're looking for a rewarding healthcare career, or know somebody who is, check out this opportunity and hundreds more at the newly redesigned HireEastIdaho.com. Hire East Idaho, connecting people with opportunity, free for job seekers. New jobs are added all the time. It's Peach's Pit Party, now with President Destroy Me, K-Bear 101. Yesterday was a big day of big moves in the NFL. The Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Browns traded their defensive end, Myles Garrett, arguably the best defensive player in the league, to the LA Rams for linebacker Jared Verse and a first-round pick. And as expected, the Philadelphia Eagles traded their wide receiver A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots in exchange for a 2028 first-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick. The New York Giants also took a swing with some big names, signing wide receivers Odell Beckham Jr., Juju Smith-Schuster, and Braxton Berrios as well. Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders currently earned a lot more money than most first-round draft picks his first year in the NFL. The NFL Players Association revealed that Sanders earned about $18 million in group licensing income last season, crushing the previous record of $9.5 million set by Tom Brady in 2021-2022. The figure includes revenue from jerseys, trading cards, video games, appearances, and deals. Sanders' NFL salary for a season is just over $1 million per year. The Stanley Cup Finals start tonight with the Carolina Hurricanes hosting the Las Vegas Knights. It's the third time in the finals for both teams, with Carolina winning in 2006, Vegas winning in 2023. Here's some fun facts about this matchup. This is the Hurricanes' first trip to the Stanley Cup Finals since 2006, and current head coach Rob Brind'Amour, I don't know how you say his last name, was the captain on that team. The team has won 100 playoff games overall, and Brind'Amour has been involved in 98 of those wins, 39 as a player, 59 as head coach. Carolina is the first team to reach the Stanley Cup Final with 1 or 0 losses since the Edmonton Oilers in 1983, who were swept in the Cup Final by the New York Islanders. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. Man, I completely forgot that with all this new behind-the-scenes work I'm currently just getting bombarded with, melting my brain over this stuff, I realized, oh yeah, I need to prep for an interview that's coming up rather soon with the bassist Harlan of the band Show Me the Body. I'll be getting that up on our YouTube channel at K-Bear 101 RMG once I finally am able to, sit down on a Zoom call, chat with him, get the whole thing edited, ready to upload, and all of that fun stuff. Just more crap to add on to the worksheet here. Just check out our YouTube. All of my previous interviews are available on there. Again, that's K-Bear 101 RMG. All right, I need you to imagine this for a second. You're laying in a hospital bed. The doctor walks in. The nurses are there. The surgery is scheduled. And then afterward, somebody comes into your room and says, well, we've got some good news and some bad news. There's an old but absolutely unbelievable story making the rounds again about an Austrian surgeon who amputated the wrong leg of an 82-year-old patient. The mistake wasn't discovered until a bandage changed 2 days later. The patient then had to have the correct leg amputated as well. And I know this isn't supposed to be funny. It's objectively horrible. But my brain keeps getting stuck on one detail. How does that conversation even happen? How do you walk into that room? How do you begin that sentence? Also, when the surgeon was asked in court how the wrong leg got marked, her reported answer was essentially, I don't know. The court found her guilty of gross negligence, fined her some money, which, by the way, feels like the most expensive wrong answer on a test in human history. And doctors are human, mistakes happen. But this is one of those mistakes where every single person listening immediately crosses their legs and starts asking questions. You know how before surgery they ask, what's your name? What's your date of birth? Which leg are we keeping today? I would become the most annoying patient in medical history if this happened to me. Every 5 minutes, just checking. Left leg, right? Still the left one? Can somebody write it down again? The wild part is hospitals have all kinds of safeguards specifically to prevent this exact thing from happening, which is why stories like this are incredibly rare. Still, if your barber cuts the wrong side a little short, your hair grows back. If your mechanic changes the wrong tire, it's a bad day. A surgeon taking the wrong leg, that's a mistake that follows you for the rest of your life, and that surgeon still allowed to work. I guess that's our genius of the day for today. Where's my conspiracy theory music? There we go. The X-Files music will work. There were those videos going viral of random guys climbing out of New York City manholes in the middle of the sewer manholes in the middle of the night like Ninja Turtles. Well, apparently, there might actually be an explanation now. It's even weirder than the conspiracy theories. Authorities now believe that these guys weren't plotting anything sinister. They may have just been underground treasure hunting, looking for coins, jewelry, wallets, scrap metal, other valuables that somehow ended up in the sewer system, which raises an important question. How much money do you think is in a sewer before you decide, you know what, I'm going in? My personal number is significantly higher than whatever these guys settled on. The videos showed groups of 7 or 8 people climbing out of manholes, wearing boots, headlamps, carrying flashlights, even shovels after spending hours underground, hours in a sewer. At that point, whatever treasure you find belongs to you. I mean, you've earned it at that point. Here's The Who with Johnny Hawkins of Nothing More, Lost Soul on K-Bear 101. I just saw this story that would probably make a lot of Idahoans very upset. And so I figured I would talk about it here to sort of laugh at it, even though it's not necessarily my lifestyle. There's a petition in Oregon called Initiative Petition 28 that has reportedly gathered enough signatures to move closer to the November ballot. The proposal would dramatically expand animal cruelty laws and could effectively criminalize hunting, fishing, trapping, livestock slaughter, a whole bunch of other activities that are currently legal. State officials still have to verify the signatures before it officially qualifies for the ballot. Now, regardless of where you land on the issue, if you're talking to people in Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, or pretty much anywhere in the Mountain West, this is the kind of headline that gets attention fast, because around here, hunting and fishing aren't just hobbies, you know. For a lot of families, it's tradition. Time with your kids, filling the freezer. It's getting up at 4 in the morning, wondering why you willingly signed up to sit in the cold for 6 hours. Takes a whole other mentality to do that kind of thing. I gotta admit, the thought of outlawing fishing sounds wild to me. Imagine explaining that to an Idaho fisherman. Sorry, you can't go catch trout anymore. The dude's blood pressure would go up like 3 points. The funniest part is how different people view the outdoors depending on where they live. You know, and this is just so baffling to me. It has 125,000 signatures, by the way, this petition. So I guess if it does pass, just avoid Oregon altogether. K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. This entire week, we are giving away tickets to a massive show happening in Salt Lake City, October 20th. You got Hollywood Undead, In This Moment, Vanna, Melrose Avenue, I See Stars, all in one night. And tickets go on sale this Friday, but you can win them before you can even buy them. All this week, listen for that cue to call. Not right now. Just listen for that cue to call at any point when we say, hey, be caller, whatever, and be that caller in order to win those tickets to the show. That's literally it. Dexter and the Moonrocks now with Freaking Out on K-Bear 101. All right, here we go with today's What the Headline. It comes out of Washington State. A man is behind bars after allegedly just punching a complete stranger in the face because he thought the guy was looking at him funny. That's the story. This 64-year-old man was sitting in a park with his son when a 27-year-old stranger walked up and punched him. They had never met him before. When officers caught up with the suspect, he reportedly explained that he thought the victim was mean-mugging him. Apparently, being stared at was enough to launch this entire operation. And according to police, the guy also admitted he was in a bad mood because somebody woke him up from his nap. Wakes up grumpy, possibly had some drinks, goes to the park, sees a stranger, convinces himself he's being disrespected, throws a punch. Hey, yeah, you can't do that kind of thing, you know? There are a lot of people that give me weird looks whenever I go into some place because they always have to stare at the tall guy. If I went around punching everybody, I would have been in jail a long time ago. I just realized something. Of course, it's towards the tail end of the show here, that today is National Leave the Office Early Day. Get out there and enjoy the sunshine. I do. Okay, here's the thing. Back when I first moved out here, I was following this strict regimen of going to bed fairly early. I would go to bed around like 9 p.m., 9:30, no later than that. I would wake up at like 5:30, 6, and go to the gym. And so I would hate it when my bed was positioned in my other bedroom. I would try going to sleep, and the sun would peek through the blinds and go right there on my face. And I would absolutely love it when it was darker earlier out, so I could just go to sleep right afterward. However, now that I'm a person that for whatever reason I stay up later, and I also go on these walks around the Greenbelt at night or closer to nighttime, I do enjoy the sun being out because it's so necessary. I was thinking, you know what? Today, I'll double the amount of steps. I'll go for however many I can. I'll possibly do 2 loops around the Greenbelt. Go extra crazy with it. The worst part about walking around the Greenbelt is that I don't necessarily want to listen to music the whole time. So sometimes I'll listen to old Howard Stern clips, or maybe even a different podcast, or maybe I'll even talk to my friends on Discord while I'm walking around. So I hate being that guy that's on a phone call the entire time with headphones in, and people can't necessarily see the headphones, so people think I'm just talking to myself. They think I'm like that weird dude that's just walking around aimlessly, talking to my thoughts, that kind of thing. You can tell that people just scurry right around me. It's Tim Montana now. Break Me Down on K-Barrel 101. Hey, it's always great to have the K-Barrel 101 app on your phone. We gave away all of our pit tickets to go see Papa Roach set it off in Autumn Kings live at the Portneuf Health Trust Amphitheater in Pocatello, but we'll be doing a ton more concert ticket giveaways in the near future, like what we just talked about not that long ago on the show here. I mean, we're giving away tickets to go see Hollywood Undead, In This Moment, Vanna, Icy Stars, and Melrose Avenue, all in one night at the Complex in Salt Lake on October 20th. We're giving away tickets for that now. We'll be launching something again, I believe this Friday, or maybe I think it might be next Friday. No, I think it's this Friday. It always helps to have the K-Barrel 101 app on your phone, because we'll send you a push notification any single time we launch a new giveaway. And it also helps to follow us on social media, K-Bear 101 FM. I decided to on socials to start doing this dumb series where I just show Victor a whole bunch of silly videos that pop up on my feed, ones that are appropriate, of course, and then I'll record his reaction, put it up on socials. I figured that's something, right? K-Bear 101 FM on all social media platforms. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, a.k.a. Brendan Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.